So we're going to put a bidet on, a sprayer type. The first thing we need to do is turn this water off. These valves can get kind of not cooperative, so you got to kind of work with them. Generally, the quarter turns work better. The next thing we want to do is flush the toilet and drain it out. As you can see, there's no water in here, just a little bit down in there. Shouldn't matter. No water flowing in, so we should be fine. Next thing we need to do is, since this has a hard line, we need to remove this hard line and put a flex line in here. Some will have a flex line, so you just undo the flex line up here, but for me, I'm going to have to undo down here and up here. Put a little bowl down here, a towel, and this should be just turn this counterclockwise. Now that the hard line is loose down here, I'm going to use a wrench. Loosen up that nut. Set that aside for now. And that's why we wanted a little towel, a bowl. Now, the next thing you want is this right here. We're going to put that in. This screws up in here. It has a little rubber bushing in here. You want this so it faces outward like this. This is your control, on, off. The other end will connect into here. That goes to the sprayer. So you'll just kind of want to tighten this guy up here, like so. And then I am going to try to use a 9-inch line here to go from here to here, if it'll work. Since it's really crowded, I'm going to do that right now, and I'll come back. Okay, so I swapped out that hard line with this flex line, and because the way this is so crowded back here, I actually had to get a longer one. Just tighten this up so it's nice and snug. It's got some play flex because it's a flex line. We'll check it here in a minute. We've got it all connected back up. Now what we need to do is we need to connect our hose here into this here, and then we will simply connect that into the sprayer. So it has these little rubber washers in here, just like the other one. All you need to do is get this fed on here. We've got it all connected up. Sorry if I don't actually show it. It's a little crowded here. I have a wall here about 12 inches away. Now this part here will connect into our sprayer line, which is also just simply turning and twisting this in like so. Making sure it's nice and tight. It just has a little toggle here. And this also turns water on and off to it. So everything is connected back up. From here, it comes with a little hanger here that you can either clip on here, and then you just run your line down like that. I recommend turning it like that, and you'll see why here in a second. Or you can screw this to the wall. For now, I'm just going to leave it right here. We're going to turn the water on and make sure there's no leaks. And then if there are, we'll tighten up the joints a little more, and then we'll see how well it works. Now right now, you can hear the toilet refilling. There's really no water pressure on this because all the water is going straight into the toilet. Once it gets full, I should be able to tell when there's pressure because I should be able to see if it starts leaking anywhere. I just turned water pressure onto this to see it sprays like that, so it has pretty good spray. So here we are, and you can see it has pretty good spray power. You can control it like that, or you can reach around and turn that down to just a trickle if you want. We'll let this fill up, and then we're going to check for leaks. So the tank's full. I'm going to check for some leaks. Just kind of feel around, See if there's any place that's wet. Feel any water on yourself or anywhere else. You don't got a good seal, so you want to tighten it up just a little bit more. And I mean, you can see here, well actually, I don't know if you can see or not, but I'm feeling around and I'm not feeling any wet. No wet's appearing in my hand. So I'm thinking we got a good seal. I'm actually going to wall mount this because the tank lid won't go back on there. Another thing to note is that the manufacturer says that when not in use, you should turn this off, and rightfully so, and you should probably drain the pressure, because what happens is this line that's in here is under pressure constantly. It can actually rupture, so you don't want to do that. So I'm just going to turn that off right now, and now I'm going to work on attaching this to the wall. And to do that, you'd remove these screws, and this particular thing, this model, the Arufa, comes with screws and wall anchors. Put it into a wall. So here we have it at wall attached. Notice though, at least on this model, that needs to go one way or the other. It is tapered so that it goes up and down and won't fall through. If you put it on upside down, you can't put it in. There we have it. It's all installed and good to go. I'll put links down below in the description for all the tools I use to install this bidet sprayer, including a link to the bidet sprayer if you want to check it out. It's really fast, really simple, and easy to install, and you can do it too.